All right, notice that on Replit, I've used all of my credits, the $25 standard credits, right? And if I go look at my count and then usage, you can see that I've got 0 remaining. I've got 4 days till a reset. And then I just told it to go, okay, give me $10 more. And I already spent 69 cents doing basically nothing. I think I published or something. But anyway, what I wanted to show you on this one is that when I go to my apps, oh no, not this one. That's something different. The Bible Sport app, Bible Sport admin. Okay. So on this one, when you go to Git, right, if you hook everything is hooked up, if you hook it up to a Git repository, which you should, so that's where I have it hooked up, Bible Sport admin vibe, right? And I always sync changes, so I got all the rest, I got everything synced into here. So if I ever, my code is not only in Replit and stuff, but it's also in my own Git repository. So what I want to do, here's it running when I have it published, right? BibleSport.app. Logged in as an admin. So, and this whole thing was vibe coded with Replit. It was pretty awesome what I could do with it for like $50. Amazing. It would take in months to do before. And I'm a developer, right? So anyway, dashboard. So I want to add, I have a bunch of tables in my Supabase database that are logging tables. So I want to create a new um, administration feature there. And what I'm going to do, so this is kind of the prompt I would normally tell Replit. I have 4 new tables. They're the names. I want to create a new menu item, name administration with submenus here. I want to make only admin roles have access to it, hide it for everybody else, and add appropriate filtering and collapse it. So that's a little prompt that I would give to Replit or anything else. So what I wanted to show you is that you can go into, so here it is in GitHub, and you can go into issues, and you can say, I want to create a new issue. And I'm just going to say add admin settings and logs, whatever, something like that, right? I'm actually going to copy and paste the prompt here. So I'm just going to put the prompt here, right? But when I go to assign it, I click on this little cog right here to assign it. And if you have a Copilot subscription, you can say, hey, assign it to Copilot. When I click off of that, it pops up and it says Copilot will open a pull request. It's basically going to do this in the background for me. This is the repo. And I'm not even going to put an additional prompt. I'm just going to do that. And I'm going to say assign it. So it's assigned to Copilot, and I'm going to create it. Okay, so it opened this up. And let's just give it some seconds. I'll pause the video and let's see what it does from there. It should modify this code independently, and then I'll go into Replit and pull it down back into Replit. Okay, so here's the issue, right? And then when I go into it, it shows it here, but it's working on stuff. It says Copilot linked to pull request. So I can go to the pull request here. I can go up to my pull request here. It's the same thing. And now when I first looked at this, in fact, it's changed again since I looked at it. It had one commit, it said one check, and it said 0 files changed. So it's still working. And see all these checkboxes? Oh, now this one's in there. They were all empty. They were all empty. And then I gave it another like 10 minutes, and then they were all full except test, but now test is full. So it's still working. So I don't know if it's completely done or how long to wait or whatever. This is actually, you're seeing live me trying this for the first time. But it's pretty cool. And because I'm hooked up with Vercel, I'm hosting the thing at Vercel too. It's doing this other deployment stuff. That's why you see Vercel in there. But I'm going to give it a little bit more time. But now it says you can see the files that it changed. And I know if you're not a developer, you really don't want to see this, but I'm just showing it for those that do care. That you can see all the different changes that it's made here. And I happen to know that my schema is out of date for this one. So I'm going to show you that how we fix that for later as you update the schema. But anyway, I'm just popping in here just to kind of show you what's going on and see when it's actually, how we know when it's actually done. And I'll come back and then we'll merge that pull request and see what happens. Okay, so I think now we know how to tell if it's done. Remember how before the pull request had like WIP in front of it, like work in progress? Now it doesn't have that. It's saying Copilot requested you review, so I can add my review. And those checkboxes are gone. So now it's telling me what it did. it added the administration section. It gives me, changes. Here's what changes schema. Here's the pages I added, example usage and so forth. It did all this automatically. So let's go ahead and see what happens when I click add your review. Oh, so it goes to the thing for me to review the files. Okay. And I don't really need to do that. Checks, commits. Interesting that it had multiple commits as it was doing stuff, right? So the initial plan, and then it did all these different commits into this particular pull request. And interestingly, it also created a branch, if you'll notice, called copilot/admin setting log. So it created this branch within it, right? So if you don't have GitHub, you can go here, so you'll see that I have, if I go view all branches, I should see that one. Yeah, down here. See Copilot. That's that particular branch there. So anyway, let me go back into the pull request, and I'm going to accept this, add my review. I'm going to go down here, and yeah, I think I'm just going to merge it. See if we screwed it up or not. Pull request. Moment of truth here. Pull all set has been merged. I'm not going to delete the branch, but you could do that. So now if I go over to the code, I wonder if it resolved the issue. Look at that. See, it also put that issue to closed. Pull request is completed as well. And so that's interesting. Oh yeah, it said 2 hours ago. Now it says now. Okay, so refresh that. It shows that the pull request. Okay, so now we're going to go back into Replit, and I want to pull those GitHub changes into Replit. Okay, so there it is. There's my pull request number 2. It pulled it in here. So now that it's in here, let's go to preview, or I could just publish it. Oh no, look, it's already there. Look, it's right there. It's actually already running. There's my there's my admin thing, app settings, so that added those menus in already. And if I go to app settings, okay, actually my settings are in there. Doesn't give me the ability to edit, which is I forgot to put in the prompt to give me the ability to edit, so I can add that in. And I could search for environments and types of settings, I guess. Interesting. Okay. Secrets. So interestingly, it's not showing that I have any secrets, but I actually do there's like 5 or 6 records in there, but it's not showing them. Let's take a look at my debug logs here. So it is bringing in my different logs. He's testing the Bible Sport app in the emulator and stuff like that. So this is just showing my log. So that showed up. That's good. Let's look at that in the log archive. It's going to show. It's probably yeah, whatever. Warning tag. So anyway, so it did all that. So anyway, I did all of this. It's in Replit right now, but I actually did this inside using GitHub Copilot. And just so you know, if you don't have a GitHub Copilot, it's $10 a month or $100 a year. I pay $100 for the whole year. $10 a month, $100 for the year. And I've never run up against anything. I usually use it inside Visual Studio Code or Visual Studio when I'm coding, but the fact that I never run into limits, and you can do all kinds of coding stuff with it. So the fact that I can, if I'm out of credits for the month or whatever, or gosh, even if I don't know if the free version of Replit allows you to have Git access. If it did, that'd be kind of cool. But I guess it wouldn't matter really, because you still have to bring it back in and do some things. But anyway, this was a test. I actually never tried it before, so I thought I'd try it live with you guys and film it. So yeah, I could go back in here, add another issue to edit. Well, if I didn't, and I literally didn't use any credits. Actually, let's check that real quick. Let's check if I use any credits to publish, right? Let's go to account and usage. Still 69 cents. Let me refresh this, see if it's done anything else. Still 69 cents. So it actually didn't use anything to do what I just did. And I bet it's not published here though. So let's see if I can. Yeah, see, it's not published. So let's go ahead and publish it in Replit. Let's go back to apps, and that's Bible Sport. And I'm just going to hit republish here. My publishing over here, you can see that I have it go to that link, and then I have the domain for biblesport.app. I'll pause this while it does that. Okay, and it's done publishing, so it worked. Go over here, refresh. I should see my new menu down here. There it is, administration, and I'm live. App settings, app logs. So there you go. It's able to do all that outside of Replit with GitHub Copilot, telling you the issue, doing it like you can just create all these issues of prompts and things you want to do, and then walk away, go to bed or whatever, and come back, and everything's in there. Creates everything in a pull request in its own branch, and you can check it out. That's kind of cool. Actually, first time trying it for me, and it worked pretty cool. Anyway, there you go. Thanks for watching.